What's up, guys? Today we are going to play Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, but we're only using fire types. So of course we're starting with Chimchar. Now that being said, this game only has 3 fire types prior to the Elite Four. So it's going to be quite the challenge here. We'll see how I do. Wanted to do this playthrough because I haven't seen this particular thing myself. I'm not saying it's never been done, but I've never seen it. I wanted to do something a little different. So here we got Chimchar goes up against this Starly. Starly wants to lower my attack, but Chimchar does not care. Lowers my attack a little more, but little does Starly know, he's about to go down. One more scratch takes him out. Gain a little experience. And go home and talk to Mom. She gives me some sick shoes. And I go talk to the old guy whose Pokemon I may or may not have stolen. And I name him Optimus, after Optimus Primal, the gorilla from Transformers Beast Wars. Then I get a sick hat. Mom's full of cool stuff. And I move on a little bit and fight freaking Barry. This dude becomes the bane of my existence. Not because he's particularly hard to beat, he's just annoying. He sends out a Starly, and I send out Optimus, because he's literally the only Pokemon I'm allowed to have right now. Ember does a decent amount of damage. Starly lowers my attack, which doesn't matter to me right now because I'm using special attacks. Another Ember does a good chunk, lowers my attack again, literally doesn't matter. Tries to do a little damage with a quick attack, but Optimus just doesn't care. Ember takes Starly down. And out comes his Piplup. And this thing was a little annoying, so we're just going to speed through it. It's kind of hard fighting a water type with a fire type, as you could imagine. But that's going to be the fun of this challenge. Then we eventually get to where Optimus can take him down with one last Ember. And Barry goes down. And we move on from there, we make it to the first gym, and of course Barry's out front of it. He tells me to go down into the mines, which is what I do. And I find this dude. He's like, hey, look what I can do. I can break some rocks. Don't really care. But this dude's the gym leader, so need to humor him just for a minute. Then we can go take him on. Rourke leads off with a Geodude, and of course, I send out Optimus, because he's my favorite Pokemon. Power-up punch to raise my attack. And then he just raises his defense. Rinse and repeat. And he raises his defense. I raise my attack again and take him out that time with a crit. Excuse me there. He sends out his Onix. And a power-up punch does a good chunk, with of course the stat raise. Optimus takes the rock throw pretty good, even though it was super effective, does less than half, and Power Up Punch finishes him off. Now comes his Cranidos. And Optimus literally doesn't care. Punches him right in the dome of a head. First gym down. And on top of that, Optimus transforms. Sorry, I had to. Our little Optimus is now a Monferno. Bro's embarrassed because he should be. Rock-type gym leader losing to somebody who has literally one Fire-type Pokemon. And the first badge is ours. Leaving from there, freaking Barry has to interrupt us. Thankfully, I don't have to battle him. This dude, he kills me. And as we move on, we run into these weird-looking dudes from Team Galactic. And, they didn't stand a chance. Wasn't even worth showing. Just wiped them out. And then this dude right here wants to give me some nice, life advice. Saying that, I should raise different types of Pokemon. Like, yeah, nah. I'm trying to go fight Team Galactic. Don't care what you have to say, lady. Just fight me. Mars wants to lead off with her Zubat, and we already know Optimus is the one coming out for me. Zubat takes that Ember pretty well, but misses the Supersonic. So I'm able to hit another Ember. This time, it lands the Supersonic. Optimus hits the Ember through the confusion and is able to take the Zubat out. This freaking Purugly, though. Yep, let's just speed it up. Between hitting myself and getting hit and healing and just, yeah, it was not a fun time. But eventually Optimus is able to overcome and Mars goes down. Yep, you sure messed that one up. Moving on from there, we get to Eterna Forest, where I run into this lady, who for some reason needs me to help her get through the forest, even though she apparently can just keep me 100% healthy. Why she can't do that to herself, I don't know. But we make it through. Gives a big thank you. And never see her again. I'm gonna go to talk to the Underground Man. I'm not going to use the Explorer kit right now, but it is going to be a big deal a little bit later on. I want to move towards the second gym. And after taking out every trainer in the gym, I get to fight Gardenia herself. She leads with a Cherubi, and Optimus is just laughing as he comes out. Cherubi goes down, Turtwig goes down, but the Roserade gave me a little bit of a problem, so we'll speed up through this one as well. The paralysis made things a little annoying. And, eventually, we get to the final flame wheel. Roserade goes down, Gardenia is defeated. And she's way too happy about it. We get our second badge. And I kind of forgot to shine the first one. Leaving from there, we run into Cynthia for the first time, who just conveniently gives me the TM to be able to cut those trees down. I do apologize for any sniffles or coughs that you end up hearing. I've been a little touch under the weather lately, but felt good enough to take this purple-haired freaking person out. Their Team Galactic's commander's hair and outfits are something else, man. This Zubat was a little annoying. The Skuntank, even more so. Poison, confusion, getting hit, healing. I just feel like I should play some kind of like circus music on top of this. It's just not a good time. Just think, as long as this is taking sped up, how long it took me to do it in real time. This is probably the most aggravating battle of the whole playthrough. But eventually, it goes down, and Jupiter with it. They get a sweet red bike. It apparently reminds this guy of Charmander, even though Charmander isn't in this region. But, whatever. But after taking out all of the trainers on Cycling Road, I go over to this little patch of grass and find a new fire type. One Pokeball later, and I have a new Ponyta. And I named him Secretariat after the famous Triple Crown winner from back in the day. I said, why stop at 1? Let's get 2. This one was a little more difficult. But, eventually, I made it my friend. This one I named Mystery. And while I was leaving the area content with 2, a third one decided to pop up. So I said, why not? This one I named Kentucky. Greatest state in the Union. Then we head to Mount Coronet, where I run into creepy blue-haired man. Spouts off some random things that I wouldn't think would just be said to a stranger, but what do I know? Yeah, we should probably just let him pass. And then, frickin' Barry. This begins a small stint of trouble in this playthrough. He sends out Starly, led with Optimus. Power-up punch did a good bit of damage, but not quite enough. The freaking thing used Endeavor. And then Quick Attack. I kind of forgot that existed, didn't think to switch. And then after taking it down, Prinplup came out and kind of rinsed me. Overwhelmed by my defeat was a good way to put it. But decided to try a little strategy, swapped Secretariat to the front, and went right back at him. A couple flame charges took the Starly down. to the strategy. Started lowering Prinplup's defense. Of course, Prinplup didn't care much about Secretariat. Took him right out. Sent Mystery out to do a little bit of the same. Try to keep lowering the fence so that when Optimus comes out, he's able to take the thing out swiftly. And of course, straight down. Optimus comes on out. Comes out with a power-up punch. Does decent damage, over half. Takes the bubble beam like a champ. And one power-up punch later, Barry's done. I know I just said Barry's done. I knew that was wrong when I said it. Prinplup was done. Out came his own Ponyta. I tried to lower my attack from where I just raised it a couple times. But a couple Mach punches later, Ponyta went down. And out come Roselia. Which, was not much of a challenge. Got my revenge, got this guy out of my face. And we move on from here. And I was doing good until I got to these two. 3 other Pokemon, no challenge at all. And then out came the Destroyer of Worlds, Gyarados. This devolved into madness quickly. Got a okay hit in. Tried to lower its defense because I knew I was in trouble. But Gyarados didn't care. One after another, just took my team down. But I wasn't taking it lying down. 2 losses close together kind of got to me, but this trainer battle was unavoidable. So when Gyarados came out, I swapped Optimus out to get 2 Ponytas out there. Tried some strategy, try to lower its defense. Thing hits like a truck. Use another turn of stat lowering moves. Try to make that waterfall a little weaker. Try to take his defense down as much as I can. But that waterfall was still strong enough to take him out. Take Kentucky out. When Optimus comes in, try to hit it with power-up punch to get my attack up. The hit did not do much. Try to lower his defense just a little more. Thankfully, the waterfall went to Mystery and not Optimus. Had that gone the other way, this battle would have gone very differently. And with another power-up punch, and he lives on like 2 HP. I thought I was done, but they're stupid and used Leer for some reason. Which was fine by me, because 1 Mach punch later, and I was able to get past this battle finally. Yeah, they were a little confused. well, you don't leer when all that's out is a Monferno and you have a Gyarados. A little later, able to move on to the next gym, and this one would prove to be a problem. Don't know what it is about this part of the run, but I was just not having a good time. I was able to take our first two Pokemon out with no problem, but this Lucario, I got a good hit in with that punch, but it lived and then just drain punched the rest of my team. Don't know what it was about this thing. There was nothing I could do. So that was my third battle lost in a very short period of time. Starting to wonder about this run, but I wasn't giving up. Took out our first two Pokemon easily again. Lucario bulks up. And for some reason this time, a Flame Wheel, and it was done. Went from disaster to overwhelming victory very, very quickly. And I was able to add another badge to my little case here. One shiny one, two quite dull ones because I keep forgetting to clean them. And then decided to go down in the underground and look for my next prize. I did some cave resets until I was able to come across Houndoom. This one really wanted to be my friend because it only took one ball. And I tried to name it Devil Dog, but I pushed the wrong button, and its name was just Houndoom. I quickly ran into another one so I could round out a team of 6. And this one I named Ra. There are a few proud people out there that will get the names Devil Dog and Ra, and you people are alright with me. And Ra was even better because it knew Thunderfang. Thunderfang I knew was an egg move, and I wasn't sure that I would ever be able to get a Houndoom to know it. I didn't know that they could spawn with egg moves in the underground. I also taught Optimus Grass Knot, and then Optimus transforms for the final time. Now I have a full-grown Infernape. Move along from there to try to get our 4th gym. This was the water gym. This one I was a little worried about, but it actually ended up being a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It leads with Gyarados, which of course we all know is not good. Intimidate on that thing really annoying, because most of my moves in this playthrough were physical, but that Thunderfang still almost took it out, and I flinched him. He used the Super Potion. Come back with another Thunderfang. Took him out. I could not be happier seeing a Gyarados go down that easy. But for his next Pokemon, I brought out Optimus because he was sending in Quagsire. Use a Grass Knot to be 4 times super effective. Take him out. I am really sorry about the sniffles. Switch back to Ra. He brings in a Floatzel. Worried me a little bit because of that Aqua Jet and did a lot of damage. Thunderfang did quite a bit. And it seemed like just about every freaking Pokemon in this game has a held item. Aqua Jet took Raw down. Then I brought Optimus back out. Don't know why it didn't go for an Aqua Jet there, but I used Grass Knot. I'm not complaining. Took him down. Just like that, a battle that I was really worried about after that rough stretch went real easy. Got my 4th badge. I'm gonna go talk to this little suspicious man here. Don't dare follow me. That's exactly how you get people to follow you. And as I'm chasing this guy down, guess who shows up? Barry. It's not like I'm not in the middle of something, you know, but yeah, whatever. Why not? He sends out his Starly. And I still had Raw up front. As you can imagine, Thunderfang straight down. He brings Prinplup out next. Hit it with the Thunderfang. Does good damage. He hits me with the Bubble Beam. Raw tanks it. Another Thunderfang. And Prinplup is down. Out comes Ponyta, down goes Ponyta. Out comes Roselia, down goes Roselia. And, you know, now that you stopped me from what I was doing and chasing that guy, you tell me to go chase him. I probably could have caught him by now if you didn't frickin' stop me! But eventually, I catch the guy, and I beat him, and he limps away. Go check out what's going on and run into Cynthia again. She gives me some medicine to give to the stupid water Pokemon. JK, I love you, Psyduck. I just have to say that for the fire type run. And then, you know, Cynthia's just there again. Why she couldn't move the Psyduck, I don't know. But I go talk to her grandma. Because, again, why she can't just do these things, I don't know. This dude's up here talking a mean game. And, yeah, I'm gonna mess with him. All that trash talk for nothing. And, you know, his boss shows up, says some more weird things that you probably wouldn't just say to a stranger. Yeah. Real mentally stable individual. But we go back to our gym challenge here. Gym battle number 5. I started moving through this challenge a lot easier than I thought I would. After that rough patch of losses, starting with Barry, I was a little worried, but here I'm starting to feel a lot better. She leads with her Drifblim, I lead with Raw. Drifblim goes down, Gengar comes out. Gengar acted like it was going to be kind of tough, hit me with the Confuse Ray. Raw fought through it though, to use Beat Up. And these freaking berries, they kill me. I was a little worried after seeing that damage there, but it only weakened the first hit. So the rest of the hits did big damage. Took Gengar down, and since Beat Up was disabled and Raw was confused, I switched out to my other Houndoom, which we'll still call Devil Dog. Hermesmagius confuses Devil Dog. But Devil Dog just wasn't having it. After hitting itself a couple times and then getting hit by her a few times. But it barely lived and fought through. Fantina down. And we get our 5th badge as we watch the rest of them just get dingier and dingier. Then I found the Name Raider. So now Devil Dog can actually be Devil Dog. Then we move on to go try to get our 6th badge, and then, you know, Barry shows up. I think next time I play this game, I'm going to call myself Reverse Flash. I'll do anything to stop Barry. He leads with Staravia. I kind of didn't know he was going to be here, so I led with Optimus, thinking I was going to fight Steel types. So I immediately switched to Ra, which actually worked out because now Ra's not being hit by that Intimidate, and that Endeavor didn't do much. But apparently Staravia has a Quick Claw, but that's alright because Pluck didn't do much either. Thunderfang takes it right out. Brings out Heracross. And Heracross goes down. Ra really became a cornerstone member of the team. Thunderfang did big damage on the Prinplup. But Prinplup did big damage on Ra. Out came Optimus. Hit it with the Grass Knot. But it lived. Lowers my attack. But one more Grass Knot. And Prinplup is down. Switch Optimus out to go into Devil Dog. He sends out his Ponyta. Beat Up didn't do as much as I wanted it to. Ponyta continues to lower my attack. But we hit it with a payback. Barely lived, but it, for some reason, is still just not attacking. So I was able to poke it with a Beat Up, took it down, brought Optimus back out. He sends out Roselia, Flame Wheel, and down goes Roselia. Barry, just please shut up. Please. So after all that, we can finally make our way into the gym. After doing the weird up and down puzzle thing in a building that's definitely not that tall, we make our way to Byron. He leads with Bronzor. I lead with Optimus. Flame Wheel did big damage but wasn't able to take Bronzor down. And he sets up the Trick Room, which really threw me for a loop here. He heals. I go in with the Power-Up Punch. He sets up the Sand. I finish it off. And out came Steelix. which Trick Room really screwed me up. Earthquake didn't, just wrecked Optimus. Sent out Devil Dog, same thing. This Trick Room was really messing with me. But after Devil Dog went down, Trick Room went away. Sent Secretariat out, and I revive Optimus. Just, Earthquake is so powerful. I don't think the crit even mattered there. I think he was going down either way. Kentucky comes out, so I can heal up Optimus the rest of the way just to be safe. And Earthquake takes Kentucky down. Let's hope an Earthquake never takes Kentucky down. That would not be good for me. But Optimus came back out, hit it with the close combat, and it lives. Which really worried me. Because of course, I dropped my defenses. Earthquake takes Optimus out again. Ra comes on out, finishes it with a Fire Fang. And out comes Bastiodon, who I just noticed has a castle for a face. A little embarrassed that I never noticed that. Ra lived the Stone Edge. Optimus come back to life again. Ra does not live that Stone Edge. And Optimus comes back out for the third time. Close combat, Bastiodon goes down. And after that, I get my 6th badge. And the rest of them just get dirtier. And oh, surprise! There's Barry. At least he didn't want to fight me that time. We go to the library to meet with Dawn and the professor. And an earthquake happens. Or what everybody thought was an earthquake. We run outside, where some random bro just walks by here in a second and is like, oh hey, there was a bomb. Yeah, kaboom, like that, we know. We felt it. Everybody's real worried about everything. So why not send a bunch of kids to check it out, right? Is there not like a military or police force that can take care of these things? Well, like why in Pokemon is it always 10-year-olds doing the dirty work? But either way, we get to the middle of the now dried up lake where Captain Moonhair here wants to fight me. Yeah, Captain Moonhair. That's your name now. You literally have hair that looks like a moon, and your name is Saturn. Nah. I don't accept that. Same way I didn't accept your team. Straight down with you, Captain Moonhair. Stop monologuing. Let me go. Alright. And we leave from there, where I can go help Dawn with the other commander. See, your name is Mars, and you are red. That makes sense. You also kind of look like a Speed Racer helmet. But that's beside the point. And she went down just as easy as Captain Moonhair. And from there, before I could check on the next lake, I had to go take on the gym leader. You know, the ice type gym leader when I'm doing a fire type challenge. Yeah, let's just say I wasn't worried about this one at all. Especially when the first Pokemon she sends out is 4 times weak to fire. Yep. Easy day. Not worried at all. And with that, we claim our 7th badge. I actually really start feeling like I can win this at this point. Well, of course, the one that Barry had to fight, he freaking loses to. I don't know if I have a good name for her. Kind of like Captain Moonhair for the one guy, though. But yep, Barry's just sniveling. He loses literally all the time, and he's surprised when he does it, but what do I know? Head out from here, talk to this grunt who's just like, yeah man, I don't know what you're talking about. Definitely not talking about this thing laying right here on the ground. So we take the storage key, we go into the compound there, and all 3 of the Ponytas evolve into their final form and really make this run fun. Now a fully evolved team. After fumbling around in the headquarters for a little while, I make it to Cyrus. You really needed to sense why I was here. It wasn't obvious why I was just running around taking out your entire freaking private military. Whatever, dude. Captain Insano. That's a good name for him. But he sends out Murkrow. And I send out Optimus. Couple flame wheels, Murkrow goes down. And I swap out Terra for his Golbat. Couple Thunder Fangs and Golbat's down. He sends out Sneasel. Couple Fire Fangs, Sneasel goes down. Bro monologues some more. Really shows his mental instability. Hands me a Master Ball that I will definitely use later in this game. Absolutely. Walks away, talks a little more. Bro, just leave, please. Just go. Do a little teleporting, and lo and behold, Captain Moonhair. Yeah, I don't understand your boss either. And just like last time, Captain Moonhair leads with his Kadabra. And just like last time, they go down 1, 2, and 3. Casually release some legendary Pokemon. He tells me some more things that make no sense, and then it just kind of disappears. We leave from here and head to Spear Pillar. And after a lot of fighting and cutscenes and shenanigans with the God of Time, I fight Bro again. And all of his Pokemon in the last 20 minutes have just magically evolved. So after 2 Thunderfangs, a full restore, a couple more Thunderfangs, a Super Potion, and another Thunderfang. Honchkrow finally goes down. And then Gyarados, Destroyer of Worlds. Didn't have that 20 minutes ago. It has a berry that weakens attacks. Really hate those things. Then, yeah, Waterfall. My favorite move used by my favorite Pokemon. Devil Dog comes on out. And, yeah. Waterfall. That's how I feel about that. Mystery comes out. I use a Max Revive on the wrong Houndoom. I was supposed to revive Ra, and I revived Devil Dog. Mystery toughed it out so I wouldn't feel sad. And that's going to be one of my favorite mechanics later on in this game. I revived Ra, for real this time. Mystery goes down. Send out Secretariat. Do a little defense dropping. And he does a little bit of killing. Ra comes out. Ra Thunderfangs. Ra takes down Gyarados. Weavile comes out. And apparently it knows Dig. And of course, Firefang misses because he was underground. So we switch him out. Bring Devil Dog in. Devil Dog gets hit in the belly by a digging thing. And goes down. Optimus comes out. It has another friggin' berry, but Optimus doesn't care. Weavile down. Swap Optimus back in to send out Ra. And he sends out Crobat. Because, you know, the guy that hates everything somehow gets a Pokemon to love him enough to evolve into Crobat. But he takes Ra down, and I send Optimus back in. Hit it with a Flame Wheel, does decent damage. He sets up a Tailwind. And hits me with an Air Cutter, which kind of scared me, but Optimus tanked it quite well. Another Flame Wheel to take out a good chunk. He hits me with another Air Cutter, but I know Optimus can take it. Another Flame Wheel, and Crobat goes down. And Cyrus with it. And after some more cutscenes and everything, I just casually walk up to the God of Time. And yeah. You know that Master Ball that I totally said that I was going to use later in the game? This would be the perfect time to use it, right? Except, you know, Dialga's not a fire type. So, you know, I killed it. I killed the God of Time with a flaming monkey. Yeah, he returned to the world from which he came. And I just casually move on. Make our way to Sunyshore City, where we fight Volkner, the 8th and final gym leader. sends out Raichu. And I lead with my trusty Optimus. I'm going to raise my attack early. Does good damage. Raichu comes out and hits me with a Nuzzle, which doesn't do a lot of damage even though it was a crit, but it does paralyze me. And while I heal, Raichu uses Volt Switch. Gets in a decent little hit, and is able to make a free swap. But he switches to Ambipom, which wasn't the smartest move. But he's also able to use a Fake Out and do good damage and flinch me. And when I get to use a super effective move, he has a freaking berry that weakens my attack. Hits with a double hit, which gets me down to 5 HP. But I go ahead and finish him off. And then he sends in Raichu. I go on and heal up. And then it just no Surf, because why not, right? We're going to hit with another power-up punch, get another attack stat boost, and take Raichu down in the process. And then this electric-type gym leader sends in a water type. Which I thought I was going to be okay with the Grass Knot, but he tanked it. And then takes Optimus down. That's okay. Raw comes in. One Thunderfang later, Octillery's down. And Luxray comes out, which honestly is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Hits me with a real good Thunderfang even though I love it so much, and Beat Up doesn't really do anything, so I realize I need to do something different, and I bring Optimus back to life. Hits me with another Thunderfang, Raw goes down, Optimus comes out. Close combat to just go on and finish it. And Volkner goes down. Turns into the Joker for a second, and then gives me my 8th and final badge. After healing up and buying some items, I head north, and you know, there's just a random Johto gym leader here, not home doing her job or anything. Actually, don't Gen 2 and Gen 4 happen at the same time yet? Why are you not home? There should be somebody coming to fight you like any minute now. But she gives me Waterfall, which is the final thing that I need to make it to the Elite Four. After surfing north and taking out a few trainers, I'm able to waterfall up to Victory Road. And I will say, I'm really glad that I didn't have to teach Pokemon HMs in this game. That helped a lot. Victory Road wasn't too much of a challenge. And a tiny surf and a little waterfall later, I arrive at the Pokemon League. Nice majestic building, head on in, heal up, and I kind of forgot that before I go in, freaking Barry shows up again. So one more time, we fight this freaking guy. He sends out Staraptor. I kind of forgot I was going to have to fight this guy, so I did not have Raw out front. I had Kentucky. Staraptor sets up the Rain, which was a little weird to me, but he did it. and then just withdraws it. And instead of sending out his water Pokemon, he sends out his fire Pokemon in the rain, and then wonders why he loses to me all the time. After a couple stomps, his Rapidash uses Poison Jab, which would have been cool to probably teach my own. And then he sends in his water Pokemon. And Stomp didn't really do anything to him. And it was a crit. But his Empoleon has a Quick Claw and a really powerful water move. So yeah, Kentucky wasn't doing much against him. Same in Optimus. And then with the close combat. He didn't want it. A couple stat drops. That's okay. Out came Snorlax, and down went Snorlax. Out came Staraptor, and down went Staraptor. Out came Roserade, down. Rapidash, down. Heracross, down. I couldn't think of the names fast enough. But Barry went down with them. So then I can heal up, and I can actually go in and fight them for real. First up is the Bug-type user, Aaron. Really thought I was going to have a really easy time with this guy, but he was a little harder than I thought. I guess I just got a little cocky coming in. Started off with Kentucky. Dustox went down, no problem. Heracross gave me a little bit of trouble because the thing, I'm pretty sure knew Earthquake, unless I'm getting things mixed up. Yeah, freaking Earthquake. You see, I don't have a script in front of me right now. I'm just kind of going off memory. But yeah, Earthquake. A bug. Then, you know, a horse apparently doesn't outspeed a beetle. But whatever. So, he did a little bit of damage to my team leader. Dogs also don't outspeed beetles, apparently. Yeah. But, big flaming monkeys do. So Heracross finally went down. Beautifly went down with no problems. Vespiquen as well. Drapion gave me a little bit of trouble though. Hit it with the close combat. Did good damage. Dropped my stats, and then this freaking thing knows Earthquake. But the heart of the cards, freaking power, friendship, anime stuff, Optimus lived. One more Flame Wheel and Drapion went down. I'm telling you, heart of the cards there. That's the key to this whole run. Moving on from Aaron, we go in to fight Bertha. I was a little worried about this fight, seeing as how her whole team is basically designed to kill mine. I did know she led with Quagsire, so I led with Optimus, so I could hit with the 4-time super effective Grass Knot. Straight down. Then out came Whiscash, which is the same typing, but is just apparently a jerk. Has a freaking super effective weakening berry, because why wouldn't it? And it hits me with a Bulldoze, which Optimus actually took pretty well. So I was feeling good after that. I was like, well, maybe I can take this thing out with no problems. Hit it with another Grass Knot. And the thing lives, of course. And then hits me with a Hydro Pump. Yeah. I was a little worried after that one. Out came Devil Dog. And I don't know what happened there, honestly. It was some weird editing thing. I cut the wrong thing. Either way, Optimus came back to life. Optimus came out. Optimus Grass Knotted. Whiscash went down. Out came Golem. Got a good Grass Knot in, but Golem has Sturdy. Golem also has Earthquake. So Optimus went down again. Don't think the crit mattered. I'm pretty sure Optimus would have gone down either way. Secretariat comes out, and I revive Optimus, while she uses a full restore. Which actually worked out pretty good for me. Secretariat was able to get a good smart strike in, which did decent damage, but more importantly, took out Sturdy. Secretariat unfortunately goes down. And Optimus comes back in. Golem goes down, and so does the rest of her team. Battle that was while difficult, was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Then we move on from Bertha to Flint, who calls himself a fire-type user, even though only 2 of his Pokemon are fire types. So, I set out to show him who the better fire-type user is. Power up, punch the horse in the face. Do it again. It heals. Do it again. And one more time. So now that I'm at +4 attack, he wants to send out a Lopunny, and then a Steelix, and then a Drifblim, and then his own Infernape. None of them stood a chance. Probably one of the easiest battles of the whole playthrough. And then there's this freaking guy. He sends out Mr. Mime. And for some reason, I walked into the Psychic type Elite Four member with a Fighting type Pokemon in the lead. But it didn't matter because he's kind of systematically took my whole team down. So yeah, didn't win that time, but I wasn't about to give up. Made my way back to him. He, of course, leads with Mr. Mime. This time I was a little smarter, and I led with Secretariat. This is also after a small amount of grinding. Not too much, but I trained up a little bit to come back in. Smart Strike did pretty decent damage. Secretariat tanked the Psychic pretty well. Dropped Mr. Mime's defense. Another Psychic. Secretariat lives it. Another Smart Strike to take the Mr. Mime down. Sends out Medicham next. And I just go for a Fire Blast to get as much damage off as I can before Medicham unfortunately takes Secretariat down. And out comes Optimus. Uses a Flame Wheel, takes Medicham down. Out come Alakazam, and for some reason I left the Fighting type in against the really fast, really strong Psychic type when I have 2 Dark types on my team. Don't know why I did that, but out came Raw. He got a good hit off with Shockwave, but Crunch takes him down. Out came Girafarig. Get a good hit with Crunch. He sets up the light screen, which didn't matter because he was protecting against special moves. I'm using physical. Girafarig goes down. Bronzong comes out. Get a good hit with Crunch. It heals with a berry. That's what it is. Just things called or named berry really annoy me this playthrough. He hits me with the Earthquake, but Ross says, nah, I love my dad. I'm telling you, power of friendship. Another big hit with Crunch. Power of friendship wasn't saving Ra this time. That's okay, because I got a Devil Dog. Devil Dog hits with Crunch, finishes the Bronzong, and finishes this member of the Elite Four. It's feeling good, feeling confident. Walking up into Cynthia's room. She chats me up before the fight. I'm just rearing ready to go. But as you can see, there's a decent amount of time left in this video. So, yeah, I lost. But I wasn't giving up. Tore back through the Elite Four. Came back at her. She leads with her Spiritomb, as always. I lead with Ra. The Spiritomb just historically has always given me trouble. I really never know what to do with it. Like even when I can use different types. So I was a little worried about this guy, not gonna lie. But Ra was handling it pretty well. That got the flamethrower off, burned it. The thing has a berry, because why wouldn't it? Heals a good amount with it. Hits me with the Dark Pulse. Ra takes it. Hurt by the burn. Hit it with another flamethrower. It lives on 1 HP. Hits me pretty good with the Dark Pulse, but the burn takes Spiritomb down. I switch out for Optimus, because she's sending in Gastrodon. Optimus with Grass Knot was really clutch in this game. Don't know why I can know this move, but I'm not mad. Does a good bit of damage. It uses Rock Tomb, which kind of scared me, but didn't really do much. Heals a little bit, but it doesn't matter. It goes down. Out came Milotic, which this one was aggravated. Did decent damage. Hits me with a Scald, which does big damage. She gets burned, so I decided to do a little strategy. I'm going to heal up. I'm going to try to let the burn get it low enough to where another Grass Knot will take it out. I do some figuring in my head. I don't think that's far enough, so I heal up again. I forget that the thing has Recover. Heals itself to full HP. Burn does a little damage. Hit it pretty good with a Grass Knot. Hits me with a Mirror Code. Burn gets it pretty low. I'm feeling good, thinking maybe a Grass Knot will take it out. Of course it doesn't. Why would it? Milotic finishes Optimus off. The burn finishes Milotic off. Fair trade, I guess. Out comes Devil Dog. Wasn't really sure what she was going to send in. It worked out fine for me. She sent out Roserade. Big damage with the Sludge Bomb. We did big damage with the Flamethrower. Roserade goes down. Out come Lucario. Hits me with the Dragon Pulse. Devil Dog goes down. Bring Kentucky out. Just want to hit it hard with the Flare Blitz. Lucario down. And out comes Satan himself, freaking Garchomp. I know Optimus is my best bet, so I bring him back to life. Kentucky goes down to an Earthquake. I think I lost more Pokemon to Earthquake this playthrough. We send Mystery out. Full restore to bring Optimus all the way back up. Get hit with another Earthquake. And lose another Pokemon to it. I'm not really sure why I sent Raw out here. But she went down to an Earthquake of all things. And out comes Optimus. It's the final showdown. Close combat. Does big damage. My defenses get lowered. I'm already worried about the Earthquake. Rough Skin hurts me. There she goes. Fires off an Earthquake. HP drops fast. Optimus refuses to die with the power of friendship. I know I've got it won. Use another close combat. Rough Skin kills Optimus, but that's okay, because as you're about to see here on the experience screen, Secretariat was still alive, which means I'm the champion. I was getting real nervous there towards the end. Wasn't sure if I was ever going to be able to beat Cynthia with just Fire-type Pokemon. I knew from the beginning that Garchomp was going to be hard, but we made it through it. So as our characters are talking and walking and everything, I just want to thank you guys for watching this. I hope you all enjoyed the video as much as I did making it. I had a lot of fun playing this. I've wanted to do a playthrough challenge for a long time. And like I said towards the beginning of the video, I've never really seen a Fire-type only playthrough of this game because there's hardly any Fire-types, which is why I knew it would be fun to do it. Limit me to a very, very small sample size of Pokemon and just see if I can do it. So if you guys like this, please please subscribe, please share it, because if this video does well, I'll do more of these. I have some ideas of maybe a Scarlet playthrough or playthroughs of other games, and if this does well, I would like to do those other videos, but it's a lot of time to do these. So if you guys like it, please let me know. If there's anything you think I could do better, leave it in the comments, let me know. But here's the team that beat the game for us. Yeah, I took some pictures. Level 62, Raw. Level 64, Kentucky. Level 63, Mystery. Level 60, Devil Dog. Level 74, Optimus. And level 66, Secretariat. There they are. Took me just under 15 hours. But again, guys, hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making it. See y'all in the next one.